averaging better than 17 points per game. A win for Gonzaga a couple of days ago against 6th-ranked Louisville. The setback against Marquette have them here in the 3rd-place game. Meanwhile, Tennessee looking for that same magic in that win a couple of days ago against Rutgers before the loss yesterday to UCLA. Well, there is Jordan Horston right on cue, always active around the basket to clean up Rakia Jackson's miss. And Rakia Jackson says, I'll take that.
Intensity on the defensive end. That's what Kelly Harper is looking forward to establish for the Lady Vols.
So here is the Gonzaga starting 5 for Lisa Fortier. In addition to Egypt, you see her there, number 15 in the Navy, Kaylin Trong. She is the stud point guard, the table setter for this team. The starting lineup brought to you by Atlantis, Paradise Island. Oh, with the spin off the window.
Yeah, Egypt has really an old school type game about her. Terrific footwork. She's got good English off the glass. And she is finding ways to be productive in the paint.
Kaylin Trong almost just went over the scorer's table a moment ago. Here's Tennessee's starting 5. This is what Kelly Harper counters with. This unit brought to you by Atlantis, Paradise Island. Horston has that great leap, the spring, the athleticism.
Right away, early possessions for Tennessee. It's been Rakia Jackson and Jordan Horston. They have to establish themselves first, and then the rest of the offense will flow.
Well, those two combined for 30 a game this year to start the year. Eliza Hollingsworth had a pretty decent semifinal against Marquette. Uses the righty scoop shot to tie things up.
Yeah, most people think that they've got to make outside shots the way that Marquette did. There's Tess Darby, but the Zags are going right in the paint against the Lady Vols.
And right there in the middle for Tennessee is Tamari Key, the 6'6" senior, a vicious shot blocker. 3 is down. That's Brenna Maxwell.
Well, there's a lot more offense starting out in this consolation game than did in the finals. Yeah. Making buckets.
They are going shot for shot in the early goings. Jackson got it.
I'm going to tell you, Rakia Jackson, she is the #1 transfer in this season's class. The versatility of what she brings. She has a stretch 4. She can move to the 3. She's got range, and then she has terrific footwork inside.
And Michaela Williams responds.
Let's go.
I think it was 10-9 after 1 quarter in our championship game. Key is going to the free throw line, and they are going punch for punch early on. Tennessee, you look at the record. Kelly Harper, now in her 4th year as the head coach, the 3-time champ as a player, has challenged her team right out of the gate. You see she's won almost 70% of her games as a head coach. She's won everywhere. She's taken several teams to the NCAA tournament. But this year, they played a ranked Ohio State team. She's tested her squad, bringing Indiana to the house last week. UCLA just entered the top 25. It has been an arduous start for Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, it is a brutal schedule that Kelly Harper has taken this team on to do, but she is under the mentality, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. And so, in preparing for the SEC, why not make the non-conference schedule challenging?
That's 3 games against ranked foes if you count UCLA jumping into the top 25 today. Williams just splashed a 3 moments ago. Now it's Egypt, and instead back to Trong. Late shot clock. Trong has great handles. The senior from Houston had Rakia Jackson fooled that time.
You can't rattle Trong. She is so heady with the basketball.
Horston, count it, and the foul.
When Jordan Horston is aggressive, then good things happen. First you have Trong, who scores it, and then headed quickly the other direction. Tennessee running in transition, pushing the ball, and Jordan Horston attacks and gets herself to the free throw line.
Both teams scorching right out of the gate. Gonzaga hasn't missed. It's 5 of 5 from the field. Tennessee 5 of 7. And Horston trying to extend the Lady Vols lead to 2. Had the 12 points, efficient day against Rutgers yesterday. UCLA really tested her. She got a lot of looks at the rim, contested looks.
Yeah, but I really don't think that Jordan Horston was as aggressive as she can be. I think that she is unselfish. She distributes a lot when she should take a little bit more on herself.
Horston closes out on Trong, uses the screen. Now it's Ejim. Williams looking for someone. Ejim was posting. Hollingsworth gave it away. Here's Horston in the paint, drops it off. On the other side that time, Sarah Puckett missed it right at the rim, and we're going back the other way. Horston maybe take it there to your point?
Absolutely. Jordan Horston has to realize she is a 6'2" guard, 6'2" point guard even, and she elevated, giving the ball to Sarah Puckett, who was a foot closer, did not gain an advantage. Horston would have been better off going ahead and finishing that shot.
Horston, the all-SEC stud, has been a staple in the lineup, the senior from Ohio, the last few years. Third place game, it's still an important one. Neither team wants to go home with 2 losses. A critical out-of-conference battle. Trong for 3. Gonzaga 6 of 6 from the field. And that's really the only mistake. They gave it away there, so Tennessee inbounds it in the front court. All Lisa Fortier does at Gonzaga is win. They were playing that song earlier.
Is that a song? Put your hands up.
I heard it. I thought I'd reference it once again. 4-time WCC Coach of the Year, but look at the top line. She's won nearly 80% of her games. What did she say to you yesterday? Look, we're a major program. We might be
in a mid-major conference,
but we're still a major program.
Absolutely. Great respect for what Gonzaga has done in the Western Coast Conference. Look, they're a problem for any other Power 5 conference team that they may play, because they're going to execute. They're very disciplined. This is one of the most fundamental teams that you will see in the country.
Just reached their 5th straight tournament a year ago. Ejim, first shot is rejected. Jillian Hollingshead, nice recovery.
But did you hear the scream from Ejim? She wanted the basketball inside. It doesn't matter the length and size of Tennessee. Ejim wants the basketball. She is not afraid to go against the size of the orange and white.
Yeah, critical quality of a good post player. Trong, it looked like Walker affected this shot. She might have even got a piece of it. This is now Marta Suarez on the floor for the first time. And there's a foul. Jasmine Franklin draws the whistle and has free throws when we return. Roaring to start this one.
Look, we got hot offense. I think the rain has cleared in the Bahamas. The sun has come out. It is hot, nice, smoking in the arena here in the Bahamas.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers. It builds a better mower. Mow with an attitude. Atlantis, Paradise Island, Bahamas at heart. And Complete Sports Management. See the world through our eyes. This oasis by the sea, paradise. In Nassau. Glad you are with us. With Carolyn Peck, Kevin Fitzgerald with you. You saw that slide in the background there. Now you got a few more days to change it, but you don't want to. I'm going to
time you going down the slide, Kevin.
Well, you know, I'm very aerodynamic. That's one thing I got working for me. After the free throws, here's Gonzaga with another 3, and look who's back. Kaylee Trong, who missed yesterday's game, buries the first look off the bench. That's Kaylin's sister. You've got the Trong twins. The seniors are both very proficient scorers, and that is a luxury to have her back today.
Yeah, both of them handle the ball extremely well. Both of them play with great composure on the floor.
And so they each have hit a 3 in this first quarter. It is a high-scoring affair. You're seeing brilliant shot-making thus far. This is certainly a strength of Tennessee, by the way. does a good job of getting to the free throw line. Puckett converts twice, so we're knotted up at 18 again.
Now, one of the things that Kelly Harper has done is she's used like hockey-style substitution 5 at a time. They have 16 on their roster. Will they try to wear down Gonzaga?
Kaylee back to Kalen. Great effort that time. Franklin diving on the floor. Now does Williams recognize? Shot clock draining. Deep one. That's strong. Hybens gets her hands on it. And that was Kaylee Trong who was able to knock it away. Extra possession. Williams had it blocked. Partially tipped that time by Suarez. But Williams takes it away. That's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Gonzaga, and Williams with a great clever move to knock it away in the backcourt.
Gonzaga's the team that knocked off the Louisville Cardinals in the first round, and it's because of that gritty play, the hustle play. They don't stop. Right when you think, okay, you have possession of the ball, they don't just retreat back. They come back at you, a swarm like bees.
Overtime win against the 6th-ranked Cardinals. Now, these are the sort of games you look back to, especially when you're looking at NCAA tournament seeding. This is a game to boost your resume. Still plenty on the line. Suarez jarred it away. And Tennessee now regathers. Maybe some numbers for Walker. Bounce pass to Suarez with the right hand. Missed it short, and Williams pounces on it.
And the Zags always bring the energy when they come on the floor. They have shown that in their previous 2 games. Kelly Harper was concerned with the low energy level of the Lady Vols against UCLA. They brought some energy today.
Williams offline. Puckett rips it away, and here comes Tennessee. You're right, it was down for all but 2 minutes yesterday, and by double digits for much of that second half. Trong, that's Kaylee Trong who takes the charge.
Oh, Trong she jumped right in there, just took it. Obtaining correct defensive position right there, outside the restricted area.
Kaylin on the bench, Kaylee out there. Again, was absent in yesterday's 4-point loss to Marquette, who fell to UCLA just a few minutes ago in that title game. Jasmine Powell giving Trong some pressure. Powell gets around the screen. Trong with the crossover. Over to Hybens. That's offline. Darby comes away with the rebound. Late in the first quarter, knotted up at 18 in the 3rd place game. Horston rises, down and out. It's a good-looking stroke, everything that go through. Gonzaga in transition.
And Gonzaga doing a good job. 1 and done, not allowing second chance opportunities for Tennessee.
Trong leaves it off for Stokes, and she got blocked by Key.
Look, they don't get, when you have possession of the basketball, you can't relax and think the Zags are going to retreat. They're going to come right back at you. They do not stop playing 94 feet.
Now 4 triples for Gonzaga in the early minutes. If you're Kelly Harper, you're saying again, remember UCLA hit 16 threes against this team. What a surplus.
The thing that Tennessee has to really work on is taking away the 3, but also defending penetration. I think at times you play close, you take away the shot, but then you give up the penetration. You got to do both at this level.
Jackson offline. Gonzaga into the front court. Trong on the baseline, throws it away. And Kaylee Trong is on the other side of the floor. She has grabbed her right leg. Haven't stopped play just yet. Oh, wow, she's going to take the 3 and connects. That is a gutsy play. clearly favoring her right leg. Well, it was a 5-on-4, Carolyn. Tennessee had numbers the other way. Trong stayed on this end of the floor, really was in a bit of discomfort. And what does she do? She sticks the three.
Well, because I'm sitting here thinking, why would you throw it to the injured player that stayed back? Well, they know Trong a little bit better than we do because she has the confidence and really the ability to shoot the ball.
Yeah,
even
that is,
in pain, able to knock down that three.
That is as gutsy as it gets. Eacham and the athletic training staff, they're helping Trong back to the bench, clearly favoring the right leg.
She had injured her foot or that right leg. I'm not sure what it was against Louisville. And then you see her, she's gingerly out on the sideline, and then as Gonzaga comes back the other end, she's outside the three-point line. They throw it to her, bang, bang, able to knock it down until the officials have to stop play. That's tough.
There's the discomfort right there. Wow. Now, on one hand, great moment. On the other hand, that's bad news if that's something significant for Gonzaga. But it has built a 6-point lead. And Kaylin Trong, her sister, back on the floor. I haven't seen something like that. That was excellent off the turnover.
That just tells you how tough Kaylin Trong is.
About a second difference, maybe a second and a half between shot and game clock. End of the first quarter, Gonzaga by 6. Shooting 56% from the field in the sterling first quarter. Stokes for 3. Rebound down. Here comes Jackson, 1 second, lets it fly from half court. Looks online, just rimmed out. Boy, had it right there at the bucket. Gonzaga, though, takes a 6-point lead after 1.
I mean, there's so much talent on that Tennessee team. They could give Kansas a run for their money. But also, hey, USC, don't count them out as well.
No, a lot of talent on both Tennessee rosters in Knoxville. You just saw that image of Kaylee Trong, injured her right leg. The sequence before we went to a break. She hit a 3 while she was tending to her injured leg, right leg she was favoring. So Gonzaga back on this side, up by 6, holding Tennessee in check defensively. Here's Jordan Horston, always a blur, feeds Jackson, the reverse, no. Horston got her hands on it, and Ejim collects the loose basketball.
No second chance opportunities, though, for Tennessee. The box out by Gonzaga.
Gonzaga, the perennial favorite out of the West Coast Conference. Picked to win the league once again. Went to their 5th straight NCAA tournament a season ago after winning the conference tournament. Lisa Fortier and Mark Few, they have that thing figured out up in Spokane. There's Horston.
Horston has been much more aggressive today. She cannot wait for someone else to get it done. She has got to force the issue to be aggressive.
Ejim, denied by Horston. Is it more her calling for the ball?
I think
more aggressive?
I think it's more of her mentality of, because she's a player that doesn't want to be selfish, right? But there's a difference in being selfish and being smart and understanding you're one of the best players on the floor. You got to play like it.
Now 10 seconds to work with. Into the point guard's hands. This is Jasmine Powell. Straight on 3. Missed it. And Ejim with another rebound. She's averaged about 8 a game in the early goings of this season. She's got 3.
See the patience by Gonzaga. They can use the shot clock. They don't have to score in a hurry, just finding their opportunities.
It's a nice screen that Trong worked off of, however, missed it to the left.
Let's talk about Horston. You see where she has got to understand, you're a 6'2" guard. You're taller, you got more length than most people on the floor. Not only is it your offensive part of the game, but being more aggressive defensively as well.
I think she's the most athletic player on the floor. You could probably say that going away.
Oh, yeah. I think Jordan Horston's going to be a top 5 draft pick. You know, one of the most coveted positions that teams are looking for. Harvey for 3 in the WNBA. Our point guards, and Jordan Horston has that versatility that she could run the point in the WNBA.
She started that fast break that just led to the Darby 3. Tennessee has quite a bit of height, length. Jackson, Key, Horston. Horston the closeout. Williams back to Trong. 6 to shoot. Tennessee locking down defensively. Maxwell was fouled, and Darby gets whistled for her first.
But going back to Jordan, she guarded 2 people on that play. Contested shot, caused the Zags to put the ball on the deck, reverse, and then Horston recovered again to really affect another shot as well. Unfortunately, Tennessee fouled.
Walker replaces her on the floor. There's a whistle inside as well, so back-to-back fouls. By the way, our officiating crew, Talisa Green, Billy Smith, Lisa Jones as well. Darby has now been whistled for consecutive fouls, so she's got 2. Yeah, here comes Sarah Puckett.
And Sarah Puckett is a sophomore that I think can bring good minutes for the Lady Vols. She can stretch the 3. She's a consistent scorer, very headsy, smart player.
Maxwell with that little leaner.
Brenda Maxwell has been fantastic in the tournament so far. She can shoot the 3. She's got good length. At times she can defend in the perimeter, in the paint.
Jackson, baseline drive. Yeah, got a step on her defender. And Jackson has 7. That leads all Tennessee scores early on. Tennessee, no doubt, a legitimate SEC title contender again.
Jordan Walker did all she could to get over that ball screen. I love the extra effort on defense when it comes to screening action and defending it.
Williams hit one earlier. This time it's long. And Puckett clears it. Walker cut off by Williams to the paint again. Floats it up and through. Jordan Walker, as veteran, as experienced as it gets, 6th-year senior, transferred in a couple of years ago from Western Michigan. Now her 3rd and final year with the program. She's got it again. Lost the handle, running with Jackson, steps through, and she might have, she dragged that left foot, and Billy Smith calls her for the walk.
Yeah, she probably could have made one more pass to Rakia Jackson there. Just a little dish, just got going a little bit too fast. You got Jackson running that left lane.
So 6 turnovers aside, high-scoring affair early on. Tennessee shooting 43% from the field, Gonzaga 44. Williams, aggressive, an assertive drive by the junior.
Michaela Williams at 6'1", that's a big guard as well, penetrating and elevating in the paint.
Junior from Los Angeles, she's earned a starting role this year. Tennessee looking to respond. Jackson, and she does a very good job at attacking and getting that whistle, this time jarred away.
Williams just beats Puckett, gets to the middle of the floor. One of the principles of the Tennessee defense is you can't allow middle drives. It's too many options. Good things can happen. You got to send it to the baseline.
Egypt pulls down another rebound. Walker shadows Trong. This is Callie Stokes. Into the paint, finds Williams. Horston shadows. Finally gets a little separation. Ejim, the offensive board, couldn't stick it back. And then Walker, does a wise job of drawing that foul on Callie Stokes. So Tennessee has it when we return. Down 1, third place game. Important non-conference battle. Neither team wants to go home with a pair of losses. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's, the best place to get everything you need for the holidays. And Atlantis, Paradise Island, Bahamas at heart. The Rocky Top faithful, they showed up down here in the Bahamas. And he likes his airtime, doesn't he? Tennessee down 1.
He borrowed your toupee.
Well, I brought that. Yep, brought it through. Had to check that one. So Tennessee is at a juncture it rarely ever is situated in. The last time Tennessee, look at the bottom, has started 2-3, so 3 losses before December.
Last time starting 2-3 was 1981-82 season. That's back before I played.
That's a long time. It's been a while.
You didn't have to add in "that's a long time."
Well, you heard me correct there. I recognized my mistake. We credit our sources, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Courtney Lyle with that factoid. Thank you for that one.
Oh yeah, she is my partner in crime, play-by-play, and especially on the SEC network, sharing great information. Went
down the historical rabbit hole, but it does show you, obviously, several things. Yes, it's been a challenging start. The schedule's been extremely difficult.
Sure. Well, when you look at Tennessee has played Ohio State, Indiana, and UCLA, who is now ranked 20th in the country.
Yes.
That's a tough start.
Sandwiched in their wins against UMass and Rutgers 2 days ago here in this arena.
I can remember when I coached with Pat Summit, and Pat would get on the team and talk about how they've got to bring the intensity, the sense of urgency. Do you understand how tough our schedule is? And then Mickey DeMoss and I would get back in the coach's locker room and go, but Pat, you're the one that set the schedule up. So Kelly's in that same situation. She set this schedule up, but she does so that the team is not necessarily ready in November, but they're ready in March.
And that's when you want to be playing your best basketball postseason time. Strong, that one bounces out. Almost as if Tennessee won't be surprised by anything after playing such a difficult schedule. Horston rises for 3.
There's a box out underneath. The 3 is good.
And Tennessee's going to get possession back.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Look at the push, number 5. Maud Hybens. And back-to-back buckets. That's a 5-point swing.
It's a big turnaround. Could be the momentum shift that Tennessee needs.
Jackson with the latest. So she's up to 9 at 26 in that dominating win over Rutgers 2 days ago. Gonzaga turns it over, and Tennessee's run can grow.
Here's the key part of this first half. Jordan Horston, she has 9 field goal attempts. She is more aggressive offensively. Number 25 in white.
She's open again, sets her feet, this time strong. Williams pulls away the rebound. Gonzaga got off to the really hot shooting start. Matter of fact, made its first 6 shots. Has cooled off a bit. Strong almost pulled it. Horston with that great length made her think otherwise. Out of bounds, it was last touched by Trong.
Horston defending.
Oh.
Was that a foul, or was it just called off of? I thought that went off Tamari Key.
That looked like she kicked it out. You're right. So that's a break for Tennessee. That's the 5th turnover for Gonzaga over the last few minutes. Jackson turns down the open 3. Now she sidles this way, misfires. Trong on the run. Ivins running. She wants the 3. No. Williams collects the loose basketball. This is where Trong can be dangerous when she gets into the paint, and she draws the whistle.
Looking at the stat sheet, Kevin, Tamari Key, 0 rebounds. The focus of Gonzaga is to try to keep Key, who is 6'7", off the glass. Key has got to refuse to be boxed out.
I mean, she's the tallest player on the floor, and it's not close.
And here's the thing, when you have someone box you out, you can't just stand. You've got to constantly move your feet, or you can spin around, but you cannot just concede to being boxed out. Yeah, Tamari Key has worked in the weight room. She's gotten stronger. She's got to trust her work. As Hollingsworth is sticking to her wherever she is.
Key trying to set the screen for Horston. Instead, she pulls up. That's pure. Jordan Horston.
10 field goal attempts. That's 11 field goal attempts, and that's all in the first half.
So she's got 12, had 11 yesterday. She's already surpassed that. That's a blocking foul on Tennessee. So Gonzaga to inbound in front of Kelly Harper.
Trong and Jackson get tied up. The surprise look on Kelly Harper's face. Sat with her yesterday. She was sitting down the row from me as we were scouting, and I was not happy with the outcome.
A 17-point defeat yesterday at the hands of UCLA, the tournament champs. Tennessee comes away with the turnover. That was a nice behind-the-back move by Powell. And Tennessee extends its lead to 6. Three in the air. Trong misfires. Gonzaga now 6 of 14 from deep.
I think you put Horston and Jackson in a 2-man game.
.12 seconds. Shot clock winding down. Powell has to improvise. 2 to shoot. Ball on the floor. That's a shot clock violation, and Gonzaga has it with 5.3.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity right there for Tennessee. I would have put the ball in the hands of Jordan Horston right there. With how she's been playing and how aggressive, Gonzaga has not been able to find an answer for her.
Trong, hands off. This is Maxwell. Rises, no. And Tennessee takes a 6-point lead into the locker room. That duo, Jackson, Horston, they've scored 20 of Tennessee's 36. Third place game, a big, important out-of-conference battle between these two in Nassau. We'll step aside. It's halftime, a timeout here.
I would challenge the interior defense. I believe the Zags really became complacent, settling for outside jumpers. And Ejim, who started out that first quarter really wanting the ball inside, not so much. And there, a turnover by Gonzaga.
Another takeaway. This is Powell to the rack, earns herself a pair of free throws. So that's the first on Yvonne Ejim. Tennessee 7 of 7 at the stripe. It has been the aggressor, as we've just discussed, getting into the paint, attacking.
Energy. I think that's the biggest difference from the Lady Vols yesterday to today. And Kelly Harper told us after the game, just didn't feel like from one end of the bench to the other that the energy was there of what she's looking for, with what they have to bring and bring for 40 minutes. You know, one of the questions I asked in the press conference too was, Kelly, who's the leader? Who is it in uniform? And she said, she was honest, she said, I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's these two sitting next to me. And she was sitting next to Rakia Jackson and Jordan Horston. I have seen a different player out of Jordan Horston today, and she has taken that leadership role.
She paused for quite a few seconds there, thinking it over, saying, I think it's these two. And that's going to be key to make sure if she can, the next time she answers that question, to say it is these two.
You know, what I respect about that is the honesty. Not to just superficially say this is who I want them to be, but to let her players hear, I'm not sure, because you haven't demonstrated 100% who that is, to let her players know you have something to prove in order to garner that title of leader.
Tennessee trying to bounce back from the 17-point semifinal loss yesterday to eventual champ UCLA. Key got tied up by Trong. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs.
Well, the early rotation, if you're going to try to take away the interior defense, but what Tamari Key's got to do, you can't bring it down in that short stuff. You got to keep that basketball high.
Trong is open, another three in the air, down and out. Good looking stroke, but Gonzaga continues to remain cold from deep. Williams pulls that one away from Powell. Gets hounded by her in the backcourt, but now Trong's on the move. Numbers for Tennessee if it hurries. Ejim has position, rejected by Horston. New 20-second shot clock. This is Trong fouled on the way in, so that's the first team foul on the Lady Vols. Foul is on Tess Darby. That's her third.
We have Kaylin Trong in the game. Kaylee Trong was able to start the game but got hurt. Hit a three after she got hurt and went out. But not having her on the court, that's a 1-2 punch that the Zags really count on.
And there she is. She's got the warm-up on. She was having the right leg looked at for the majority of that first half after the sequence you referenced.
Now, she didn't play yesterday against Marquette, trying to rest it since she hurt it in the Louisville game. Not able to go today.
Jackson going to the line after Ejim's second. Kaylee scores 10 points per game. Again, just, you said it, the 1-2 punch, they're steady. Their presence is so valuable out there, both of them. Jackson 74% at the line this year. And a good chunk of her production does come at the line. She's now into double figures.
Rakia Jackson is so athletic, and she has a face-up game that you've got to respect, but she also has a fantastic quick first step. And when she decides to take the ball to the basket, hey, there's no stopping. The only way to stop her is to foul her, and that's why she's getting to the free throw line.
The unique journey to Tennessee, you brought it up in the first quarter. Transferred away from Mississippi State about 15 games into last season, so left the team commit to Tennessee in March. And so this is her first year with the Lady Vols. Ejim, yes. Horston always with her eyes up, dribbled it off of Trong. So it stays here.
Tell you can't cross over in front of Trong. She's got some sticky fingers. She's been able to deflect and get some steals.
A very clever veteran, the senior from Houston. Has her head on a swivel. Horston's got it, attacks, spins, off glass, no. Everything but the finish and a little frustration from Horston. She was right there at the rim.
Look, that was a $1 million move. She came up about a nickel short.
That's it. That's the most important nickel, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Key was whistled for the foul.
But I like how aggressive Jordan Horston has been today. And I think for the Zags, each of them play through the paint. She gets a lot of touches there.
Trong to scoop. That time, just hypnotized Powell. Took her right to the rim. It's a 3-point game. Powell works off the Franklin screen. Banks it in from 12. Ten to shoot. Hollingsworth guarded closely by Jackson. Jackson jars it away. Eacham lands on it. And the call is a kick ball. Eacham basically landed on the basketball. Her foot was touching the ball, so it's a kick ball is the call.
But the defensive interior defense there. This time, Rakia Jackson keeps her hands up. Knocks the ball loose, and now it's Lady Vol possession.
Tennessee has given Gonzaga some fits on that side of the floor. Still within 5.
I love this.
Horston, no.
But post her up. She's at 6'2". When she has a smaller guard on you, give yourself a chance, and especially with Franklin hitting the glass.
Franklin with the basket on one end, Walker with the transition defense on the other side. Gonzaga inbounds it underneath the hoop.
A sense of urgency you see from the Lady Vols today.
Well, that's what Kelly Harper said yesterday. That's what I need to see from this team after the big loss yesterday. That foul is on Horston. That's her second. Kelly Harper's team with its largest lead of the afternoon, up 7 in the 3rd place game.
But I'm going to tell you, there's no lead safe. Ask the Louisville Cardinals.
It's a team Gonzaga upended a couple of days ago. An overtime win for the Bulldogs. Hollingsworth finally has some space. Offensive board came down to Williams. Gave it away as she was falling out of bounds. Suarez, good position. They swarm her. Trong tried to slap it away. That time Hybens ties her up. Possession arrow keeps it here on this side.
What Tennessee has got to recognize when they're trying to get the ball inside, where's the help going to? And think about kind of that hockey pass. When it goes in, rotation's coming here. There's going to be one more pass to make.
Suarez right into Stokes' chest and converts. That's Marta Suarez, the native of Oviedo, Spain. The lead grows. Eacham got fouled.
Eacham's activity, you see her, they'll play her a lot off the elbow. Once she gets the ball, the elbow go to a wing, and then she'll go right into a ball screen. And every time off the screen, she's making hard cuts to the basket. The Zags have got to look for Eacham more often.
NBA Wednesday doubleheader coming at you. Celtics and Mavs get it started at 7:30 Eastern. Then we head to the Chase Center. Warriors and Clippers at 10. on ESPN, also streaming live on the app. Coverage gets going with NBA Countdown at 7.
An offensive putback off a free throw, that will drive a coach absolutely nuts.
So now it's a 6-point game. Into Franklin, off the glass and through. .449 to go in the third quarter. Tennessee has maintained its lead. It's grown it to 8 halfway through the third. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. Tennessee with the 8-point advantage over Gonzaga in the third place game. Kelly Harper, her return to Knoxville a few years ago. She has been the head coach for 4 years. She's got the support of significant other right there. Her husband, John, on the staff as well. He's one of Tennessee's assistant coaches. But so it's not the only husband and wife pairing here on the court today. Lisa Fortier, her husband, Craig, also on her staff as well.
I don't know if that would work for me because you're talking work all day at work, and then you're going to probably go home and talk basketball as well. I mean, yeah, they're two sports junkies, but at some point you have to go, stop.
Yeah, the dinner table topic, right.
Let's take a break.
We've got to talk about something else.
Yeah, but Lisa talks about her husband, Craig, gives her a lot of confidence.
Yes.
You know, support what you're thinking. And I could say the same thing, Kelly, too, as well. And your strategies, you know, when you go home, you might go home and question, but when you have your partner that says, yes, feel good about what you're doing, stay strong with who you are, and it'll work out. That does give you exude confidence.
Someone who obviously has the knowledge of the work that you are doing and putting in as well. One thing to just be supportive, but yes, working together, it's fabulous. Really great to see.
Well, I wonder if they ever disagree.
So maybe that dinner time conversation does get a little,
yeah,
it does get a little spicy sometimes.
Sometimes you have to just separate, go to another room, think things over, and then just like you talk to your all of your assistants, film don't lie.
Correct.
That's it.
After the free throws, Gonzaga back within 6. Franklin out to Walker for 3. That's strong. Gonzaga on the move. Coming up on the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Third place game at the Battle for Atlantis. Stokes, that's a good-looking shot.
That was pure. Now it's a matter of will the Zags defense continue to flood the paint, force Tennessee to take outside shots.
That's a foul that time on Stokes, her second.
Going to see Peyton Muma, who just teched out. She's going to have to really supply some important minutes. With the other half of the Twong twins sitting on the bench.
And that's Kaylee with the right leg injury. That stays here after the miss. Tamari Key going to come back in.
Jasmine Franklin has given the Lady Vols some good minutes, brought some toughness on the floor, some physicality. Tamari Key needs to pick that up, and especially really exploit the size advantage that she has inside.
Horston aggressive once again. That's out. Last touch by the Lady Vols. Horston begging for the whistle that time. There was some contact on the way in. Gonzaga back within 4. It was down 8 a couple of minutes ago. Maxwell lost the handle. And that is, yep. Over and back was, it looked like we were going to get a stoppage for an over and back. Instead, Horston did deflect it. Kelly Harper, incredulous, does not agree.
Kelly has been frustrated this weekend. Calls have not gone the way she has felt they should have.
Ooh.
That's over and back.
It is.
It should have been Lady Vol basketball.
Now, Horston deflected it, but much earlier in the sequence. And it was Maxwell who lost the handle. Stays here, though, with 2:47 to go in the third. Kelly Harper's team has been challenged. They have been tested the first 2 weeks of this season. That's an errant pass. However, there's a whistle that's going to keep the ball here with the Bulldogs. That's on Key, and they're saying that Key might have grabbed the arm of Egypt.
Well, I think either the arm or hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it looked.
I think you nailed it. So Egypt goes to the free throw line. The junior now has 10 and 7.
Well, that was more of the jersey.
Yeah. That spun her around. So Gonzaga quietly on a 6-0 run, back within 2.
Similar to how the game between Gonzaga and Louisville went. You just let Gonzaga hang around. A matter of missing a couple of free throws, a turnover. And look, you come up with the short end of the stick.
That one to Key, brought it down, tapped it back in.
Jasmine Powell's one of the best at delivering the ball in the paint. It's one of the things that Kelly Harper preaches is play inside out and having a guard that has that mentality in Powell.
Strong, that won't go. There's Rakia Jackson, numbers. And she may be able to do it herself. Blocking foul. And that's whistled against Trong. She was starting to line herself up to take that charge.
Watch Jasmine Powell. Just puts it up, throw it up to the corner of the backboard. Nobody else in the gym can get the ball from where Tamari Key can rip it out of the air.
No. And so Tennessee has a chance to build on the lead. Horston lost it, regathers. Right back to the rim, aggressive again.
Yeah, the first couple of days, Jordan Horston may have passed back out top, reset the offense. Not today. She got the basketball, found the lane, and took it to the hoop.
14 points now for Horston, so that's her first basket in the second half. Oh, Maxwell! Give her one more. Maybe a 4-point play coming up.
Brenna Maxwell, she's 2 for 4, now 3 for 5 from 3. Just a quick release.
And Maxwell has, just let it fly all afternoon. She is the senior from Washington. Spent the last 3 years at Utah. 1,000-point scorer, plenty of scoring acclaim. Whoa, here we go, back to a 2-point game. What have you said, Gonzaga? Staying around, just staying close.
Yeah.
E-jump takes it away. And she's going to go coast to coast. We're tied. Jackson feeds it into a crowded paint. That's back-to-back turnovers.
You got to find, oh, Maxwell traveled.
She lost it on the way up.
Okay, after she traveled, she still made it. Now, I know you can't count it, but she was locked in.
Wanted that one in a big way. All right, so she's made 2, so asterisk next to the third one. Doesn't count, still did hit it. Inside of a minute now, third quarter. This is Horston. Into the paint, rises. Tapped out, stays here. The Lady Vols have another possession with 50.1 to go, a new 20.
Tennessee really going with the land of the trees now with Jillian Hollingshed to join Tamari Key.
Really trying to apply pressure in the paint.
Now Hyben was really physical with Tamari Key inside.
Yep, that's a foul on Maud Hybens. Now Tennessee's in the bonus, so Key heads to the free throw line. And these are big free throws. Gonzaga's on a 10-2 run. You just quietly, they go on that run over an extended period of time. After falling behind by 8, they've knotted things up.
Gonzaga's an experienced team. Yeah, they have 4 new starters, but they got an experienced team. They have no true freshmen on their team, and having that transfer, Brenna Maxwell, I mean, she started at Utah for 2.5 years.
Yep. And she's made an impact in this one, no doubt about it.
100%.
Maxwell wants another. Well, she connects, but an illegal screen. It's an offensive foul, wipes that 3 away.
But did you see how quick she got that release off? She's feeling it.
That was a confident stroke.
Absolutely.
So that's the third on Egypt. Watch this one. We've seen a whole bunch of illegal screens called today in both games. That's a big one that would have given Gonzaga the lead. 20 seconds. Tennessee has a chance to go to work. Powell, the shimmy, and the bucket. Still 9 seconds. Trong, the vet. She calls for the screen. Goes behind the back. 3 seconds. Has to let it fly to the rim. Draws the foul. And she's got 2 free throws with just 0.8 left in the third.
Jasmine Powell just showing, look,
Ooh.
Now you see me, now you don't. Driving to the basket. Thought she was going to give it up, but oh no, she kept it for 2 for herself.
Oh, now Stokes sees Williams come over and say, all right, she's able to recover. Nope, going back the other way.
Right. I like Jasmine Powell as a point guard. She's a point guard who can distribute, but she also has a strong scorer's mentality.
A couple of great years at Minnesota, a starter there, and spending one of her final years in Knoxville. So it'll be a quick heave if they get it in. Horston, the fling. No. Tennessee by 2, headed to the fourth quarter. Gonzaga chipped away at the lead, came back. 2-point game going to the fourth.
Titles, 9 tournament titles, and they find themselves year after year being selected, being in the NCAA tournament.
You know, in the last couple of years, they've been a single-digit seed as well, so that respect continues to grow. There's Williams in the paint. Michaela Williams, she aggressively hunts her shot at times. She's hit double figures and just knotted things up. Lisa Fortier's program, it's a healthy one.
Oh, 100%. And when you look at, she talks about the seniors that graduated and moved on last year. So she's got 4 new starters, but these are players that were ready to step into the new role. She constantly is preaching culture, preaching about playing team basketball. You have to fit that culture to go to Gonzaga because success is going to happen, and you know what the expectations are when you come there.
You've got to be a winner.
100%.
To play in this program.
Yes.
And she's been at Gonzaga for 14 years, the last 9 as the head coach, handful of years as an assistant as well.
You know, everyone thought that once a Courtney Vandersloot graduates or Kelly Graves moves on to Oregon, that the level of success at Gonzaga would drop off. No. When Lisa Fortier got there, she just continued to carry on with the success.
To raise the bar. Tennessee with 1 at the line on the other end. Peyton Muma into the game. That's number 3 in the Navy. Jackson forces Williams out. Stokes on the attack. The ball fake. Used it nicely to free herself up.
Oh, Hyben setting that seal was a great screen for the drive to the basket.
This is Gonzaga's first lead since the midway mark of the second quarter. Tennessee must respond. Powell lost it. Somebody kicked it. Now it's a tie-up. Williams and Walker forced the tie-up. Tennessee retains possession.
Cook, you see Hyman with the post-up? That was almost a moving screen. But Hyman got away with it. Cook able to get the finish. Oh, that's Stokes, I'm sorry. Kaylee Stokes on the drive.
Gonzaga back in front after Tennessee was picking up some momentum. Boy, Hyben's right in the middle. She was grabbing her face. She might have gotten hit. Toughs it out, stays in the possession. Jackson recovered it, but a shot clock violation.
I think Hyben might have taken an elbow to the head. I believe the officials are going to go to the monitor and take a look. Or no.
Yeah, Hyben's is still shaken up.
They're checking for whether or not the ball hit the rim for a shot clock violation.
You know, I was surprised when that shot clock expired. I thought it was going to reset. I thought it looked like it hit the rim. However, as of right now, it's a Tennessee shot clock violation. Here was Powell's attempt.
No.
No.
Thank you. So the official just came over to explain that there was a shot clock violation, but they want to make sure to see if there was a intentional technical foul.
Yes.
That happened, that occurred.
Contact to the head again. Hyben's was, well, she doubled over for a moment in the middle of the paint as that play was playing out. Oh. Boy, that was Franklin. Looked like Franklin's right elbow.
Well, was it, or did she go head-to-head with Rakia Jackson?
That's Hyben's number 5 in the Navy. Boy, she just got sandwiched there on that sequence.
And when you're going full speed, that can hurt.
Oh,
it is.
Look at the right elbow.
Right elbow of Franklin comes right across the temple of Hyben. Now, it's hard for me to see whether or not that was intentional because it was just in the motion of continuing her path, and they were both tied up.
So that's what Lisa Jones, Billy Smith, and Talisa Green are deliberating right now. This is an important call in a one-point game in the fourth quarter.
Okay, I wonder, when the officials have this conversation, there's 3 of them, do they take a vote? And is it majority rule 3-2 of what they think's going to happen?
Yeah.
I'd like to kind of be in that conversation to see how that goes.
Well, you're right. It's the subjective element of the replay review, and especially a play like that as well. You've got to determine the intent behind it.
Right.
Which way is the straw poll going to go?
Lisa's happy with the outcome. Kelly is not.
No. So we just got the explanation. Intentional foul on Jasmine Franklin. You're right, for the elbow to the side of the face. So free throws on this side of the floor. That's Kaylin Trong.
Yeah, these are big because could extend the lead by 3 for the Zags.
And there it is.
And they get possession of the basketball.
Gonzaga once down 8 in that third quarter. Ahead by 3. Hybens, of course, to the bench.
The tide has turned.
Yes, it has. Williams to Ejim. Drives, reverse, rolls off the rim. Horston's got it, she's swarmed. Finds Walker. Tennessee needs a response after losing its lead over the last quarter. Jackson saved it. Good footwork on the baseline, and now Tennessee can put it into the hands of someone.
Smart move by Jordan Walker. Instead of trying to force the issue, get some organization so you can try to get a good shot.
Walker into the paint, off the glass. Franklin fouled, and Franklin's got free throws. Nine offensive rebounds now for Tennessee. And continuing to hammer the paint. Carolyn, 4 fouls now on Yvonne Ejim.
That's going to be crucial, especially how physical Jasmine Franklin plays. She played at Missouri State, played her freshman year for Kelly Harper. Now transferring to Tennessee. This is a player that plays with terrific energy, high emotion. And Kelly Harper talks about finding more minutes for Franklin because of the toughness and physicality that she brings to the floor.
Back to a 1-point game. Gonzaga's leading scorer, Yvonne Ejim. You just saw it. With 4 fouls, she's got 13 points today. And she is on the bench. Strong crossover. Into the paint, missed it. Rebound down to Jackson. Walker eyes up, surveying. Tennessee can take a lead with a bucket. Horston to the rim. Offline. Franklin going to work. Second chance for Tennessee.
Jasmine Franklin bringing that physicality, that toughness. Second effort, the strength and muscle in the paint for the Lady Vols.
Here's Maxwell. Forced out. Hollingsworth, short. Franklin with the rebound. 1-point game in our third place battle inside the Imperial Arena.
Jasmine Franklin has been the biggest difference maker for the Lady Vols to help out Jordan Horston's early point production.
Jackson to the rim. Now 12 for Rakia Jackson. The Detroit native gives Tennessee a 3-point advantage. That's back-to-back buckets for the Vols. Make it 6 straight points. Strong off the glass, no. Tennessee on the move. Powell finds it open. Franklin, no. Rebound down to Hollingsworth. Strong starts to slow. Strong gets freed up, good screen, and swirls it down. One-point game.
This is the third day, 3 games in a row. Gonzaga had to go to overtime. Tennessee's played with a lot of depth. Will their legs, will fatigue be a factor? With Tennessee up 1 right now, it's been the toughness, the inside game. Jasmine Franklin attacking Rakia Jackson. She also running in transition. Can the Lady Vols hang on in the fourth to pull off the win?
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Atlantis, Paradise Island, Bahamas at heart. And Movement, the cleanest watches in the game. The Atlantis Resort in Nassau, right over the bridge. Here we are in Paradise Island, Tennessee with a 1-point lead. Carolyn, the final 5 coming up. Gonzaga fell behind by 8 in the third quarter. Came back to take a 3-point lead. Since then, Tennessee went on a little run of its own to retake the advantage.
I believe rebounding is going to decide this game. Right now, the Lady Vols are +5 on the glass.
And Jackson is heading to the line. And you would think maybe that's an area they continue to keep pounding. Yvonne Ejim, that is Gonzaga's post threat, top scorer on the bench with 4 fouls. Jackson, very reliable free throw shooter. These are her 3rd and 4th attempts today. She's 75% from the free throw line.
Can Gonzaga get away, get freed up, and open from the 3-point line? They hit those 6 in the first quarter. They've only hit 1 3 since then.
That's it.
Or will Tennessee have breakdowns? Or will they keep their defensive intensity up? I believe as this game has gone on through the second, third, and now into the fourth quarter, the defensive intensity and sense of urgency for Tennessee has continued to pick up.
It is at full strength, Tennessee is. I mentioned Ejim on the bench, plus Kaylee Trong, the very reliable senior point guard for Gonzaga, suffered the right leg injury in the first quarter. He's been out for a majority of this game. Here we go, Tennessee ahead by 3.
Brenna Maxwell in the corner. They can't forget about her because she is a deadly 3-point shooter.
Powell just got whistled for a foul. That's the 3rd on Tennessee. Neither team in the bonus yet.
That last possession, Brenna Maxwell sat over in the corner. I believe the offense for Gonzaga is hoping Tennessee forgets about her, then they find her for a 3.
Hollingsworth got her hands on it, and it's another foul on Tennessee after the Trong miss. That's the 2nd on Walker. Maxwell, number 22 in the Navy. She's the shooter. And trying to trigger. Strong was looking, gotta get it in now, and nearly threw it away. Vaughn Hypens recovers it. This is Maxwell. Strong creeps into the paint. Has to put it. Hands off to Hypens. Got blocked. Oh, rejected again, but a whistle. Tamari Key is whistled for her fourth. And, well, she had a clean block on the first swing. Looked like she got a good bit of basketball here on the second rejection. There's one.
That was clean. But I think with that, when you break the plane and come down, that's when the officials are going to call it. She's got such a reach. She's 6'6". Just go straight up.
Yeah.
There's no need to slap it. The best thing you can do is when you block the shot, keep it in bounds so your team's headed the other direction.
Instead, Hypens has one more to make it a 1-point game. (63-62). 4:15 to go. Third place game in the Bahamas. Another compelling one in the battle for Atlantis. Powell watched that roll off the rim. Tennessee has had so many looks right at the bucket, just slide off the basket. But Powell has a chance to earn 2 at the line. That's the 4th foul on Hypens, so she checks out. And look who's coming back in. Here's Yvonne Ejim. And she is Gonzaga's top post threat.
Well, with 4 minutes left to go and having 4 fouls, that's risky to have Ejim in the game.
Hypens sit down. She has that ice pack on her left temple. Took an elbow in the face earlier. 3-point lead again for Tennessee. Hollingsworth looking into the paint. Ejim was covered. Franklin's back in the middle of the Tennessee paint. Ejim, the step back. Hollingsworth.
They are calling that.
Reached over. Wow, that's a foul.
They're calling
on
that
Tennessee.
on Tennessee.
They say Powell tried to stick her backside out as Hollingsworth was trying to reach for the basketball.
I'm always frustrated with this call, but here's the problem. It's the hands behind. The reach, your hands back. If Powell had showed her hands and just used her backside, she'd have been fine. But when you reach behind and hold, the officials are going to call that.
And it results in a pair of Gonzaga free throws. Now they're 15 of 17 at the stripe.
As physical and aggressive as Jasmine Franklin has been, I'd find a way to get her a touch in the paint.
Instead, Jackson from 18, no. Franklin underneath, she does draw the foul.
Number 14 in white, Jasmine Franklin has really put the work in inside.
And especially this second half, 10 points, 6 rebounds for Franklin. She is well over her averages. Just 5 games in, she's averaged about 4 a game. That's it. And trying to stay locked in for free throw number 2. Two-point lead. Tennessee locked in another battle.
Britta Maxwell on the move. Watch her in the corner, number 22. She's got a quick release.
Maxwell almost threw it away. Horsted diving to try to knock it loose. Last touch by Tennessee.
But what Gonzaga's going to try to do is keep Maxwell and Ejim on the same side of the floor. So that if Maxwell has the ball, if you're not guarding her tight, she can shoot the 3. If you guard her tight, she can make the pass because Ejim has been able to get work done in the paint. I think Eachem's going to try to challenge Jasmine Franklin down low.
Ejim, mismatch. Powell trying to defend her, the smaller guard. She goes right to work. Second chance. Fouled.
See, now Jasmine Franklin has 4. Ejim, that's why Lisa Fournier put her back in the game. She can match the physicality, the size, the strength inside of Tennessee.
One more to knot things up. (15-8) for Ejim. Just about at her season averages.
Franklin has to come out of the game. Tamari Key has got to really be ready to flex her muscles inside. Because Yvonne Ejim, she has been a force for the Zags.
Knotted up at 66. Powell back to Walker. Trong fell. Horston turns right into Maxwell, scores it. Horston now with 17. That leads all Tennessee scores.
Tennessee could play through Jordan Horston down the stretch.
Hollingsworth, no.
That's patience. Control the clock. Tennessee up 2.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark. This is Horston. Jackson bluffs the 3, steps into the paint. Oh, beautiful move. Timeout, Tennessee. Kelly Harper's team's lead has grown to 4. 1:57 to go.
Jordan Horston battling inside, get the finish, and then Rakia Jackson, smooth, pretty. Tennessee up by 4.
Jordan Horston with a game-high 17 has her Tennessee Lady Vols in front by 4. 1:57 to go in this third-place battle.
And Jordan Horston, how she has played today. When you look at, it's been a slow start from 12 points against Rutgers, only 11 against UCLA. More efficient and more productive today with 17 points. She's 7 of 18 from the floor.
Can she go into takeover mode for Tennessee? Illegal screen. Trong gets whistled for the foul. Tennessee ball.
I didn't see that.
Horston back this side. Hands it off for Key. Lost it, had it slapped away.
It's a good decision by Horston. Tamari Key's got to have her hands ready, and she's got to really have a scoring mentality in the paint.
Gonzaga a chance to slice into the deficit. 1:15 to go. This is Trong on the baseline. Back to Ejim. Wants it. 4-3. 1-point game. Timeout, Gonzaga. A big-time shot by the junior. 1:10 to go. A 30-second timeout in the Bahamas. Gonzaga with life after Yvonne Ejim's latest triple has it back to a 1-point game. It started on this side of the floor, though. Trong
with the defense, and then once Gonzaga had the ball back, Yvonne eats him with the three. And between last season when she was 6th Woman of the Year in the West Coast Conference to being a starter this season, over the summer she worked on her shot, completely reconstructed it even to where she's putting the ball in the pocket and ready to extend and release, and that three was pure. So all that work she put in, it's paid off.
And she's got her team back within one. Pivotal game for both squads. Tennessee already at 2-3. They don't want to fall to 2 games below 500, 6 games into the season. Wild layup that time by Powell. Trong dives. Tennessee forces the tie up. The possession arrow favors the Bulldogs with less than a minute to go.
Jasmine Franklin back in the game for Tennessee. I think this is a better defensive lineup, but keep an eye on Brenna Maxwell in the corner. Jordan Walker has her.
1-point game. Williams to Ejim. No! Second chance, yes! Gonzaga leads. Timeout, Tennessee. These Bulldogs have come back, down by as many as 9 this half, within 1.
Terrific play with the flash. Williams flashes high, defense tucks to the middle to where she is, and Ejim just slips to the basket. Though she missed her first shot, getting the offensive rebound put back, puts the Zags up by 1. Now Tennessee to advance the basketball. No fouls to give. Tennessee can, with 40 seconds left to go, you can go 2 for 1. You want to have the last possession just in case. But you got to make sure you get a good shot.
Good shot, yep, that's the key.
A good shot, and listen, it doesn't have to be a 3. You just have to win by 1. And with as strong and physical that Jasmine Franklin has played with, going against Hollingsworth, I go inside the 14 in white.
Franklin today.
I go Franklin or Horston. And Horston not to make a pass, but to make a play.
Rises and connects. And there you go, so you get the basket. Not only that, but it's that 2 for 1 scenario. So Tennessee is guaranteed a possession should they take care of business on the other end. 36 seconds to go, timeout Gonzaga. Bulldogs have 1 timeout left, Tennessee with 3.
Well, first we'll look at Jordan Horston just to elevate. Knock it down, and look, you go to your superstar. That's what Jordan Horston is. Now for Gonzaga, Gonzaga has done such a nice job in executing, especially flashing the ball, a person to the middle of the floor. Tennessee's defense has been attracted into the middle. Gonzaga's counting on Tennessee to overhelp, and then that's where they're able to make like that hockey pass, the pass that leads to the score. So Tennessee has got to be disciplined, play solid one-on-one defense. Every man is on an island right now from the inbound, and then huge communication. With the size on the floor right now, Tennessee can switch off screens, but understand how smart Gonzaga is. They will have the ability to screen, flip to the basket. So you've got to make sure everything is to the outside.
2 brilliant games in this arena today.
And then you got to rebound like your life depends on it.
14th time the lead has changed. 9 ties. Brilliant game. Here's Ejim. Gonzaga down 1. Ejim, the drive. Leaves it off for Williams. Blocked by Jackson.
Uh-oh.
Shot clock doesn't reset. Trong, no.
Look at Jasmine Franklin.
Goes after and snares it. Kicked out, Tennessee basketball. 15.4 left. Tennessee will use its second timeout. Tennessee stands strong.
Jordan Horston, Rakia Jackson, and Jasmine Franklin have been so key. You see the block there. by Rickea Jackson. And then after the shot, the contest by Horston, out of area rebound. Jasmine Franklin refuses to be denied and goes and snatches that ball off the rack.
She tracked it, and Franklin has been an X factor, especially in this second half. 11 points, 9 after halftime to go along with 9 rebounds. She's close to a double-double. So, both teams are in the penalty. Now, 15.4 left, so if you're Gonzaga, you go for the steal, of course, but how much time can you let go here?
Look, you go for the steal. You go for the steal right away and D up and try to, look, don't allow the ball to come in. Tennessee is not advancing it. So now with the full court pressure, I would have an interceptor, not have anybody on the ball so nothing's long. Try to deny, try to get a 5-second call.
Horston whistle for a travel. Ball back to Gonzaga. Oh my goodness, and now Lisa Fortier uses her last timeout as she can draw something up to win this game.
Now, after the score, I'm not sure why Kelly Harper didn't advance the ball there and take it out in front of your basket. I didn't see the travel.
Tough to tell right there.
I didn't
she was
see a travel.
Let's see, catch 1, 2.
Oh, wait, yeah, it went down 3 times. It was somebody with Powell in the way. I don't know if she took 3 steps before it went down, before she put the ball on the... Oh, I'm not sure about that travel.
Yeah, you know, again, it's tough to say. Both angles, Franklin shielded her, but that's... I would have thought it was more obvious.
Yes, to make that kind of call, absolutely.
Yeah. Again, both of our angles, we were shielded. So, catch right foot, left foot, right.
Oh, no, I think she put an extra step in before she actually got the ball on the deck.
Because that right foot went down first, right, left, and the
that's
right.
Close. That was so close.
Boy, that's something that does not happen very often in that sequence. Gonzaga with a chance to maybe win it at the horn. Down 1, 14.5 left. Ejim right into Horston, scores it with 12.4 left. Tennessee takes its final timeout. Gonzaga hanging around all day with a 1-point lead.
Just so crucial. Ball taken out of bounds, a breakdown defensively. You had 2 people help out away from the basket, and that left Ejim by herself inside. Franklin goes out. That leaves Ejim inside. Horston tries to draw the foul, but no, Ejim with the focus and the finish, and now the Zags up 1.
Yvonne Ejim playing with these 4 fouls. She had an arduous first half, only scored 2 points. She's got 22. 20 after halftime. Whoa.
I'm going to tell you, both of these teams are playing for Gonzaga, playing to get respect. You know, they're a team that is left on the outside looking in because it comes to the AP polls. Tennessee, they've dropped after their loss that they had yesterday to UCLA. I feel like I've been here for a month. But finding the pieces, putting them back together, and I think in this second half specifically, Tennessee has looked much improved, much more aggressive, playing with a sense of urgency. But Gonzaga, like they did with Louisville, they refused to go away.
No.
They just kept chipping away. Just that refuse to lose mentality.
Powell into the paint, throws it up, no. Rebound to Horston, 6 seconds left. Picks up her dribble, flings it up. Not that time. Powell rips it away for the win. No! Gonzaga comes back and wins it. Several close range looks, but it wouldn't go.
With 12 seconds left on the clock, Jasmine Powell attacks the basket. Tennessee with not just one, but 2 offensive rebounds, and still does not have the ability to seal the deal. The Zags able to knock off another ranked team down here at the Battle for Atlantis.
A pair of wins, the first against 6th-ranked Louisville on Friday, or make it Saturday, and the win today over Tennessee. They will head all the way back to Spokane with a pair of wins, and Yvonne Egypt with what proves to be the game-winning bucket. 20 of her 22 points in the second half. She went takeover mode.
When you have to adjust your role on a team, she was 6th Woman of the Year in the West Coast Conference last season, now called upon to be a starter for the Zags. Well, look, she's the leading scorer, and she was a player of the game today in the consolation game. Huge in the paint and on the glass for Gonzaga.
Our bad boy Mowers player of the game. What a week in the Bahamas for the Zags. They win this 3rd place game and take some winning ways back to Spokane. Hope you enjoyed it. For Carolyn Peck, our entire great crew, I'm Kevin Fitzgerald saying so long from Nassau. Gonzaga, a winner.